Yo, yo, what's up, y'all? What's up to the YouTube subscribers, community, the family on this channel? I mean, anybody who, you know, comes along, peeps a video, wants to check it out, you know, even if you a hater, you come along, check it out, and you got something to say. So be it. I feel like you still a fan, even if you hating. And I know, yeah, there might be a few people come along, watch the video, and be like, man, he getting in a real, late night, early morning video. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Yeah, I am getting in here kind of late. But thing is, I had something hit me earlier today, and it's been on my mind, and I felt like I wanted to go ahead and get in here with a video and get in here with y'all. Because a lot of times I get something that be on my mind for a video, something I want to talk about. I want to get out there. I want to put it out there, but if I don't do it right away or within a day or two, I forget what's on my mind. Because I got so much going on. I'm busy working. You know your boy in and out the studio. You know how I do it. And I'm just busy getting things done. And then I forget what I was going to do because I got so much going on. But we just gonna get straight into it, y'all. First, I want to say Friday, Friday afternoon, when I went to my boy's place. Had a great session in the studio, getting ready to bring out this new album, getting ready to drop it, getting ready to get into it. Let's go. Let's get it done. But I want to say too, I seen that we just had another new subscriber come into the channel. I want to welcome you to the channel. I want to welcome you over here with the family. Brings us up to 78 subscribers on this channel. Now, I know there'd be a lot of people that would probably come along and be like, oh, look how many years this guy been around, X amount of years running this channel. Only 78 subscribers. But the thing is, there used to be an old saying. People said back when, and I think it still holds true. Rome wasn't built in a day. Think about it, y'all. Rome was not built in a day. And of course, anybody knows as well as I do, it takes a while to build up a following. It takes a while to get things going. I know some other channels out there, people that been running for years, about as long as I have, maybe longer, and they don't really have many more subscribers than I do, you know. But I'm not really going to get into no names and call nobody out with their channel or nothing like that, because I ain't trying to hate on nobody, because I'm over here doing my thing. But also, you may get somebody come along that peep a video and be like, oh man, look, that guy had a video for like a year or X amount of months, and he's only got so many views on it. But yet, look at this person over here, got a video out been, a week or so, and he blowing him out the water with the subscribers. He blowing him out the water with the views on the video when people's peeping that shit out. So be it. As I've always said before, we ain't in no competition over here. We ain't trying to compete with nobody else. We ain't trying to do better than nobody else. No, we trying to do better than number one, which is ourselves. Because the thing is, you may get up on a Monday morning. Yeah, we'll start right there with a Monday morning. You may get up on a Monday morning. Now, the day is how you make it, because I'll tell you something right quick. I heard this one time, a guy said it to me. He said, man, I see everybody get up on a Monday and they complain about it. They say, oh man, it's Monday, oh man, I hate Mondays, this and that. Well, I agree with what this guy told me one time, and he a cool dude. I could give a shout out of much love to Sean. That's my boy right there. Always will be. But I remember, dude looked at me and he told me one time, he said, Monday is just another day. He said, Monday does not make you. You make Monday, which is true. You make the Monday. How Monday is going to be depends on you. Now, yeah, certain things happen that might affect you on Monday. Maybe you working, you dealing with a boss, you dealing with certain things going a certain way that ain't coming out of work in a certain way or whatever, and it kind of puts you a little bit down in the dumps. So be it. Don't let it affect your day. That's Monday. You make Monday and you make it happen. But anyway, the thing is, like I say, you get up on Monday and you have the day that you gonna have. You do what you gonna do. You do it how you gonna do it. You do it when you gonna do it and the way you wanna do it. Not how somebody else expects you to do it. And then, you having your day. And then you keep it moving, you get it done, and then you go home in the afternoon, whatever time you lay down, 9, 10 o'clock. Some people maybe 6, 7 o'clock they in bed, sleeping it out for the night. So be it. But the thing is, then you get up on Tuesday. And what happens on Tuesday? The same thing. It's just another day. And Tuesday don't make you. You make Tuesday. And then, the thing is, my point here, when you get up on Tuesday, you are trying to outdo number one. You are trying to outdo yourself. You want to be better on Tuesday than what you was on Monday. You want to be better on Tuesday than what you was the day before. You want to do better than yourself. You want to do better than what you done the day before and keep it moving. And just do your thing. But you always got to remember one thing, y'all. No matter what you doing, no matter what you not doing, always keep the priorities on straight. Always keep the money game tight. Like I've said before, and I can say it again, there's always a real big difference between the wants and the needs. I can't stress that enough. Coming from right here, y'all, inside. The wants and the needs are always a big difference between the two. And I have said and preached that to a lot of people. And I can say it now. And of course it may sound like your boy preaching at y'all. But hey, I am. I might as well just say it. I'm preaching for a minute. And of course there may be some people coming along, oh man, he just preached to the choir. And some people come along, oh man, preach it, brother. Good message, I like the video. So be it. Whatever the vibes are that come along, those are the vibes that come along. Positive vibes and negative vibes, either way, I'll take it all the same. I ain't tripping. You know that? I ain't tripping on that stuff. No sirree, Bob. Ain't no way. I ain't tripping on it. But, the thing is, like I said, big difference between the wants and the needs. Keep your priorities on straight and keep your money game tight. Because I'll tell you, I was on Facebook earlier for a minute, and I really ain't been on lately much anymore because I've been so busy doing things. I just don't get on much anymore. But I seen this post earlier, a cousin of mine shared it on her page. It was a picture now, mind you, of a young gentleman sitting in his bedroom. Now, I ain't even going to get into the race of whether he was white, black, Asian, Mexican, Puerto Rican, or anything like that. Because, of course, anybody knows I'm not racist. Not one bit. But really, it doesn't matter. But the thing is, this young black gentleman sitting in the bedroom, and he over there sitting down on his bed, And, of course, you didn't see no dresser or nothing in the bedroom unless it was hiding elsewhere off camera in the picture where you couldn't see it. But he's sitting there on his bed, and mind you now, when he's sitting on his bed, he's sitting there with just a mattress. That's all it was, y'all. Just a mattress. No sheets, no blankets, no pillows, and no pillowcases. Nothing. Just a pure plain blank bed with just a mattress. And he down there sitting on the end of it. Now, he got a decent outfit on. He looking right. But You look down at the bottom of the picture, and what do you see? A pair of Jordans on his feet. Now, pay attention for a minute, y'all, because I'm going somewhere with this. A pair of Jordans on his feet. Now, I'm not going to say there's something wrong with a pair of Jordans. I'm not going to hate on Jordan or the shoes, because anybody who knows Jordan is my favorite basketball player. Always has been since back in the day. I got an original box of Wheaties from like 95 with Jordan on there, never been opened. So, I mean, I got an original 90s Jordan jersey. You know, I'm talking the old school, when they was made by a good company, you know. Not that the companies that make them now ain't no good, you know. Because, I mean, they decent, you know, but I love the old school jerseys better. To me, they were just made better. They last longer. But anyway, the thing is, this young man sitting there, he wearing a pair of Jordans, and you look behind him, off in the background, right there, beside the bed, up against the wall, a nice long row like this, stacked up, like two rows. One of it like this, and you know, one down a little lower in front of it like that. Two nice, you know, two or three nice long rows of about 40 or 50 look like to be Jordans. More pairs of Jordans, all just sitting there stacked up. Now, it even said something at the top of the picture in white lettering about how people got their priorities on backwards, so to speak. Talking about how they ain't got their priorities on straight. Now, if anybody don't see where I'm going with this right here and you don't follow me, leave the channel, man. I mean, leave the family and go somewhere else. If you ain't gonna keep your money game tight, you ain't gonna keep your money game right, you just out blowing money, doing whatever, man, forget that. We ain't about that over here. Because I'll tell you, there nothing wrong with having some nice things. Nothing wrong with it at all. You know, I got nice things myself, you know, but I still got my priorities on straight. I'm going to make sure the bills are paid. I'm going to make sure things are took care of along the way while I'm doing what I got to do to keep things moving. You know, because I've talked to my boy about it over at the studio, you know what I mean? I'm not going to go out to the studio and spend money and put in time and quality to record more music when I got bills to pay. And then put that before the bills and anything I got to do. You know, just like I say, there's a big difference between the wants and the needs. Now, to me, the music is a need and a want at the same time. Because sometimes you'll have something like that come along where it's a need and a want. You know, but not only that, I'll tell you, it's not just needs and wants. You have necessities in there as well that play a factor. But I feel like the necessities are a part of the needs. They kind of go together hand in hand. There's a slight difference between the two, but it ain't much. I'll tell you that. And I mean, I ain't even really going to get into that or get started on that about the necessities and the needs, because it's just, you know, too similar. There ain't even really nothing to talk about there. But the thing is, you know, like I'm saying, keep your money game tight and keep your money game right. Like I say, you know, there ain't nothing wrong with some Jordans. You know, there's nothing wrong with a Jordan hat or what people want to wear to support the man or do what they doing. You know, nothing wrong with it. To me, I think Jordans are a little overrated, you ask me. Everybody wearing them, everybody feel like they got to fit in wearing a new pair of Jordans, a new Jordan hat, a new Jordan outfit, a new Jordan backpack or whatever. Too many people own them. I mean, there's people out there got some big, humongous collections of Jordans where they got like thousands of pairs, you know. I've seen videos on YouTube about it, you know. I've seen it on an episode of Pawn Stars one time. Chum Lee, which I'm sure a lot of people know who Chum Lee is, you know. And I want to say this ahead of time, that I ain't hating on the man. And I ain't saying nothing bad about the man or anything bad about anybody on that show or at that shop. But the thing is, I remember seeing it one time, Chum Lee took Rick out, you know. And I'm not talking about the old man, as they call him. I'm talking about his son, Rick. They took him out. Excuse me, y'all. Went over to this building, you know, it was like, looked like a warehouse type building, you know, but you get inside, it was laid out, nice carpet and everything. But they had thousands, I mean like 40, 50,000 pair of shoes in there, something like that. I think they said they had. And it was all Nikes in there. Low top Nikes, high top Nikes, everything. I mean, you had your running section, your basketball section, your tennis section. I mean, you had Nike Dunks, you had everything in there. And I know some of them shoes can be expensive and go for insane amounts of money, up into the thousands or whatever. Cool. People want to spend that kind of money on a pair of shoes, go spend it. Your boy ain't doing it. Your boy ain't doing it like that. Because, I mean, there's people going out cashing a whole paycheck and spending $200-300 on a pair of Jordans. Or maybe they saving up for it. Excuse me, y'all. Maybe they saving up for it a little at a time. A little here from this paycheck, a little there from that paycheck, and then boom, they got it. Feel like they got to go out and get a new pair of Jordans. Now me, I own some shoes that cost a decent amount of money, but they ain't no $200-300 like a pair of Jordans. But they look just as nice and just as clean, you know. And the thing is, I'll show you something right quick. Right here. You can see it. Nice pair of white shoes. All cleaned up. And of course, they're the Fila brand, you know. Purple laces in them. You know. Nice little green trim right there, whatever. But I mean, the thing is, they clean. And they not cheap. But they an OG pair of basketball shoes that came back out of remake, you know. And I just love the style of them. I love the colorway. So I had to get a pair of them. But of course, what they originally wanted for them when they first came back out, I said, nah, your boy ain't paying that, you know. I'll wait a little bit, I'll shop around, and I'll catch them when they're a little bit lower on price. Of course, they were still brand new, but they was a little lower on the price. Came with 2 pairs of laces. Had some white laces that was already in them, and then the purple. I thought the purple, excuse me for a minute, y'all. As always, you know how your boy get fueled up. But anyway, thing is, you know, like I said, I threw the purple laces in. I thought they looked a little better. Gave it a cleaner look. They just fit the style of the shoe better with the purple laces in there. But, you know, of course, you know, I don't wear them often unless I'm going out somewhere nice and I keep them cleaned up because of all that white on there. It's too much white for me. Normally I don't wear a pair of shoes that white, but I loved the colorway and just said, I gotta have it, you know. But like I say, you know, and I've always said there's nothing wrong with having nice things. I've got a lot of nice things like that, you know. I went out, you know, I remember not long ago, a while back. Show you one more thing right quick, y'all. I went out right here. Black trim, black laces, and the rest wave. Nice adjustable strap on the back, and of course, it's another pair of Filas. But anybody that knows anything about the basketball player Grant Hill from back in the day, that's his shoe right there. And I'm not afraid to show it off. I'm not afraid to show off a pair of Filas because I will rock the hell out of a pair of Filas. I'll tell you that any day of the week. I will rock some Filas. Ain't nothing wrong with them. I think it's a clean shoe. You ask me. I think Filas are some clean looking shoes depending on what pair and style you get, you know. And of course, you know, that kind of depends on the colorway too. Because I've seen some shoes where they be in a certain colorway, and I'm thinking, that's a nice shoe, but that colorway just don't look right on that shoe. It just don't fit it, whatever. But, you know, at the end of the day, you got to do you. You know, you got to do how you feel and what you feel is going to work for you. But I'll tell you also, you know, that's some more of my nicer, dressier, jazzed up shoes. Going out to the club, you know, or something, or really just stepping it up, a nice gathering, nice little party or something. I want to dress it up and look nice. Excuse me, y'all. I'll grab a pair of the feedlots and slip it on. Because, I mean, I got a pair of DCs. You know, pair of black and white DCs. All black with some white trim. You know, I'll slip them on just lounging around casual, going somewhere close by. Maybe I'm going to walk down, check the mail. Maybe I'm going to the store close by, down the street, hit up a gas station or something. I'll slip on some DCs, you know, and call it a day, you know. Maybe I want to pull out some K-Swiss. I got a pair, you know. Gray and white pair I'll slip on. Gray with some white trim. I'll slip them on and go around casual on the lounge, you know. I think some K-Swiss are comfortable. And, of course, anybody knows K-Swiss is a classic from back in the day. I remember a lot of people was wearing them back in the 90s, mid to late 90s, you know, when they just had their time where they was real popular for a minute. Even early 2000s, some people was still wearing them. I've seen people be out hooping in a pair of low-top, you know, K-Swiss. Because I never really seen no high-top K-Swiss, but they probably did make them, you know. But, you know, my thing is, you know, like I've always said, you don't have to go out and spend a high dollar. You don't have to go out and spend $200, $300, $400 on a pair of shoes. Because I've seen some Jordans go for like $900 to $1,000, depending on the colorway you get and what shoe it is. If it's real iconic classic that everybody loves and just has to have, you know, it's going to demand that kind of money. You know, and I get it. All about that supply and demand shit and everything else. I get it, bro. Trust me, y'all. I get it. I understand it, you know. But then again, there's times where I don't get it. Because why are you worried about saving up all that money just to go out and buy a pair of Jordans? Why? So you could fit in with everybody else? So you could blend in with everybody else? So you could be like everybody else instead of just being yourself and doing you and being on your own level? And just like I remember, there was a song that came out. Was it by Wiz Khalifa called On My Level? If I remember right, was the title of it. And that's what he talking about in that song. And that's what he said right in the hook. I'm on my level. He didn't say, I'm on a level. He didn't say, I'm on your level. He didn't say, I'm on a better level than you. I'm on a higher level than you. I'm doing better than you or anything like that. Because he wasn't out there to brag. He just pretty much said, I'm on my own level. I'm on my level. You know, just like you're on your level and I'm on my level. But I'm not going to go out there and say, hey, you're not on my level, so we got to compete. You know, it ain't like that. You know, just like a lot of people want to try to say that you got to compare LeBron to Jordan, which in my opinion, you can't do it. Jordan is a GOAT. That Jordan was a GOAT for his time back in the day. Now, I'm not going to say LeBron ain't a GOAT, you know, because I'm not here to hate on the man. You know, just like I'm not hating on Jordan. But I don't think you could really compare LeBron to Jordan because LeBron is new school. Jordan is old school. But I guarantee you, if LeBron had been back around in his prime, or I should say Jordan be around in his prime, and LeBron was around back then, and him and Jordan got to play one another, I guarantee you one thing, though, and I probably shouldn't get into it like this, because normally I don't get into this kind of controversy, or however you want to say it, but I know a lot of people want me to finish that sentence, so I'm just going to tell you flat out, I think Jordan would give LeBron a whooping. Now, LeBron might give Jordan a decent game one-on-one. I really think he could give Jordan a decent game, but I really feel that Jordan would put a whooping on the man. I really do. One-on-one, I think Jordan would put a whooping on the man. Now, if you had Jordan go out and pick 4 other players to run with him and make a 5-man team, and then LeBron went out and picked some players to make a 5-man team to run against Jordan, anybody knows as well as I do any day of the week. Whether it's one-on-one or it's a 5-on-5 pickup game or whatever, Jordan gonna put a whooping on him. I do believe it. Jordan would put a whooping on him. So that settles it right there. But really, like I was saying, though, you can't compare the two because everybody is each their own player. Jordan was his own player on his level. Charles Barkley was his own player on his level, and so on. LeBron on his own level. I mean, Grant Hill on his own level. But you get my point. You get my drift. Everybody is on their own level, doing their own thing. So why try to compete with each other? Why try to compete with one another? Why try to be on somebody else's level instead of just being on your own level? You know, it is what it is, but I mean, keep it that way. Keep it strictly pimping and just be on your own level doing your own thing. And just, go out and shine like a star. That's all you got to do. Just go out and shine like a star and always keep it real and always keep it 100 with people. Because I feel like, you go around and you show that respect, you show that love, you're going to get it back. You definitely going to get it back. Because, that's what they say about how things come back tenfold. Definitely. Things are always going to come back to you tenfold. You do good, you're going to get good. You do bad, you're going to get bad. It's just the way it is. But, I was also going to say when I was talking about earlier about that picture on Facebook, and them shoes and things like that, and how I always say, I ain't racist, because I'm not. Because I used to work at a job one time where I ran into a couple of young men that were brothers. Now, the oldest one, being a little more around my age, Deshaun, him and his brother Jacoby, I knew both of them and still know both of them. I talk to Deshaun quite often. Now his brother Jacoby, I don't talk to him as much anymore because he kind of went off the map, off the grid, so to speak, He just laying low key. He not really talking to nobody. He not really having no contact with anybody besides maybe one or two close friends, if that. He just really keeping it with just him and his family, and doing his thing and keeping his game tight and doing what he got to do, But, and this kind of goes along with what I was talking about. I remember when I met those young men, at first they was living with their aunt in a certain area. And then, excuse me, y'all, but they came along and they moved out by the area of where I was staying at because it was closer to work, where it was at out by my area where they was working at, They moved out there because it was closer. And I remember this back in early 2000s, like 04, 05, something like that. And I remember they got this apartment, two brothers, got this nice 2-bedroom apartment, moved in, had their girls or whatever, and was doing their thing. But they was very smart, successful young men. I got to give credit where it's due, because them boys are like brothers to me, We be family to the day we die. Just all there is to it. But I remember they had this apartment, and they, they did their thing, but they always, kept the bills paid and kept things up. Had their money game right, had their money game tight, and had things took care of. But between the two, they split the bills. The rent, the electric, the gas, whatever they had to pay. They split it between the two and had things paid off. And they always had money to spend. Was always going out doing something, I was always hanging out with them boys quite often, because they just lived right around the corner from where I was at, like down the street and around the block. I'd go over to their apartment and hang out quite often. Hell, I'll tell you, I remember going over there in the afternoon sometime. Me, them two, and a few other people, and we'd all get together and pitch in. I'd throw in a little bit of change here, somebody throw in a little bit of change there, $1 here, $1 there, whatever, and it added up. Next thing you know, we call in Domino's down the street. We'd order in some pizza. Sit back and watch a movie for the afternoon or play some video games. Just hanging out. Because them dudes is like brothers to me, like family to me, and always will be, But I mean, the main thing is that I've been saying here and trying to get through to y'all out of this message is always remember, there's a big difference between the wants and the needs. I can't stress it enough. Keep your money game tight. Keep your money game right, And I had something else over here beside me right quick I wanted to show y'all. Now, I want to say this. Before I show it off, I'm not showing this item to be bragging. I'm not showing this item to be showing out. I'm not showing this item to be competing with anybody or try to keep up with anybody, or as they used to say back in the day, keep up with the Joneses down the street or this and that. I ain't trying to do none of that. I'm just on my own level, doing my own thing and keeping it strictly pimping and getting it done and keeping it moving. But as I was talking about, you know, and I got the item right here, but 1 second, y'all. The thing is, you know, I got the item, it came in, and I'm just wanting to show this baby off right quick, you know, because it ain't really doing nothing for the haters, so to speak. You know, I'm not trying to say, hey, here, I'm going to take some haters and shut it up. But I'm doing this because I want to show y'all something, because I've been talking about my nice ride, but I haven't showed it off yet. My nice Mustang, you know, 1995, 4.6 V8 Mustang GT. Now, like I said before, it's the automatic, you know, and when I posted pictures about it on Facebook and I was showing it off, you know, my, a buddy of mine, I should say, you know, came along that I've known since like way back in high school, you know, he was like, oh man, you got a 4.6 and you got the automatic? That's a girl's car. I don't care nothing about that. I ain't really wanting to drive stick shift, you know. And of course, with a stick shift, you got that 5-speed, and people know you got that 4-speed in the manual. I don't think it really matters whether you got the 4-speed, whether you got the 4-speed automatic or the 5-speed manual. And I know I got that backwards there for a second. My bad, y'all. You know, I don't need no correction on that. I got this. You know, just a little tired, wore down, been a long week. You know, staying on that hustle and grind. But the thing is, I don't think it really matters whether you got the automatic or the manual. You know, it's still working all the same. But anyway, without further ado, right here, I wanted to show this bad boy off. Brand new 75 millimeter all pure billet aluminum throttle body. Just came in on Friday. So something like this to show you out through the inside, you know. Get a little bottom view of that bad boy. Get a little side view of the other side with that bad boy or whatever. You know, the back end, you know. I just felt the need, y'all, that I wanted to show that off right quick to say, hey, see here, I got the part in, I got the car, and it'll be coming soon this summer, you know, once I get it cleaned and polished up, you know. After I throw that on, you know, I might take a little picture and video of it before I do anything else to it to finish getting it cleaned up, and then show the final product of the car after it's all done, what it looks like, you know, all cleaned up, you know, washed and waxed, nice clean paint job to, you know, polish that old bad boy up a little better, you know, because, I mean, it's a nice car. I definitely found a diamond in the rough, and I'm usually more so a Chevrolet guy. But when I found this Ford, and I knew what a diamond in the rough it was and how cheap I was getting it for, I said, I'll be a Ford guy for a while. I'm not complaining. And a Ford Mustang is always a nice, classic, iconic muscle car. Everybody loves them, you know? I mean, heck, who doesn't love a nice muscle car like that? Guys, girls alike. All over, whatever. But, you know, I'm just saying, you know, I got the car, I'm going to get it finished up, you know, and then I'll be showing it off a little bit this summer. But like I said, I'm not showing things off to be bragging. I'm not showing things off to be competing with anybody. And the thing is, too, you know, I really wasn't planning on doing any mods to the car, so to speak. I wasn't going to put any modifications on it. I just wanted to keep it simple. But the thing is, I got the cold air intake that I put on there real cheap. Nice chromed out cold air intake, you know. Because it needed a new cleaner and a new breather put on there anyways. And I'm thinking, if I'm going to do that, why not go with a cold air intake? Because I thought about that even before I bought the car and got it. And I knew I was going to be getting it. And I'm thinking, I'm definitely going to have to throw me a cold air intake on there. Because I know what good they do to a car. A cold air intake is always real nice on a car like that. You know, cool the engine down, get a little horsepower increase, get a little increase in the torque, you know, and just help the engine run that much better. And I figured, you know, I got this nice cold air intake, but yet I got a stock throttle body on there, and it's only 65 millimeter. So I figured this nice billet aluminum throttle body was, you know, kind of cheap. I really didn't pay that much for it, all brand new in the box and everything. And I figured, why not get one that's a little bigger, throw it on there, you know, help the airflow out a little better, you know, plus increase the horsepower just a little bit, you know, increase the torque a little bit. Not only that, it's nice, it's new, and it's clean, because the old one that's on there is definitely kind of dirty. But the car been sitting garage kept by an old man, from what I was told. An older gentleman had the car kept at garage kept, and now I'm the third owner, got it off of this young man that had it, and decided he wanted to come out from under it. Said he already had a caddy he was driving and this and that, you know, and whatever. He done had enough cars already and felt like he really didn't need the Mustang, you know. It was just something he wanted, you know. So there it goes again about the wants and the needs, which I didn't even think about that. You know, he said he really ain't needed, so he wanted to come out from under it, and he decided to sell it. And I got lucky to come across the find. So your boy said, let's go. Let's go. And I think the car really suits my style. And not only that, it goes along with what I've been talking about all along here. You know, since day one when I started this channel on up until now with this video. You know, nothing wrong with having nice things. Nothing wrong with looking clean, looking fresh, looking sharp, showing out just a little bit. Nothing wrong with it. But you ain't got to be showing out so much that you're going out there bragging and you getting cocky about it, you know, or whatever the case might be. I talk about things and I show things along the way because I want y'all to see how your boy doing it and the level that I'm on, so to speak, so that way y'all can get on a level of your own. Y'all can go out there and have nice things and do your own thing and take care of yourself and handle your business and keep it moving. That's all there is to it, you know. But like I always say, we ain't in competition with nobody. That's not what it's here for. I'm not trying to compete with none of y'all or anybody else out here in life. Just the same way as I know y'all ain't trying to compete with your boy over here or whatever else the case might be, you know, or anybody else. Now, occasionally, you're going to get a hater come along that's going to try to compete with you. You know, they're going to say things, oh, look, I'm doing this, but you ain't. Or I'm doing that, but you ain't doing that. You know, so be it. Just worry about what you're doing, worry about doing better than yourself of what you have done before, and just keep it moving. And go right on into the next day, go right on into the next week. Because as I've said in some previous videos here recently, we're going to continue to go strong right into 2021 and get on out through the other side of this pandemic and everything else. Boom. And just keep it moving. That's all there is to it. But anyway, I think that's about it for this video. We're going to wrap it up, y'all. You know, it's getting late. Your boy need to get some sleep, you know. I got things to get done tomorrow. But anyway, I'm about to get out of here. And I hope everybody enjoyed the message. Hope everybody enjoyed the video. Did a little bit of preaching, so to speak, you know. And maybe somebody gets something out of this video. Maybe somebody gets something out of the message. I hope. But I'm going to get out of here. We'll get with y'all when we get with y'all. We'll chat with you later. Much love. Peace.